Wake up to reality. We frequently hear claims that powerful men are somehow undesirable, damaging to society, and repelling to women. However, the reality is that being a strong, macho man puts you on a path to success and attraction. Women are drawn to masculine characteristics because they enhance their femininity. Whatever opinions the red pill males and feminist women may have, male and female characteristics are not diametrically opposed, rather, they are meant to strengthen and complement one another. Masculinity is something that effeminate women adore because it gives them a sense of security. Additionally, they understand that strong men are providers. They are the men who establish successful careers and live lives that are worthwhile. 1. Self-assurance is king. Being confident is the epitome of a man. Nothing is more alluring to a woman than a man who exudes confidence. Confidence consistently ranks as the most appealing quality a man may possess in studies. And the reason is that skill typically breeds confidence. As ambition means having a drive for success, a man who is confident in himself will come across as a leader. A man who enters a room with his head held high and his confidence in himself commands the attention of every lady there. 2. Self-reliance is manly. Males have a strong sense of independence. They can help themselves and feel well without depending on the rest of society. Instead, a guy who is strong in himself advances towards his own objectives with his own desire and determination. Women adore independent men because they can support and care for themselves. While dependence and clutching are indicators of weakness, independence is a sign of strength in oneself. Women consider the complete life they are creating when they consider men as partners. They want to identify with that kind of person when they witness an independent man pursuing his own goals and working to establish his own life. 3. The energy of responsibility is male. Being responsible is a really manly quality. There will be someone to assist a woman if she loses her job, loses her home, or runs into difficulties. A white knight type figure will pick her up and try to save the day, or her family, who won't let her fail. But it's up to you to get back up as a man. Your concerns don't concern the rest of the world. Nobody is going to assist you in getting back up when you falter. Instead, you must possess the mental fortitude and accountability to rise above your own mistakes. You can only be successful or unsuccessful if you accept responsibility for your previous existence. And if you fail, it's your responsibility. A man who fails will learn to get back up and try again. This sense of accountability demonstrates to a woman that a man is capable of real success in life. Being responsible demonstrates to women that you are creating a life they want to be a part of. 4. A man is made of honesty. Being open and honest is a quality of a strong man. To lie to someone, not much strength is required. In actuality, lying requires more vulnerability than anything else. Conversely, being honest is always regarded as a sign of strength. A man who can't be trusted with the simplest things is untrustworthy when it comes to a woman's attractiveness, and the same goes for a relationship. A man who is upfront and honest with her, however, is demonstrating his sense of commitment and loyalty. 5. A guy driven by purpose is a strong man. Men who are masculine have a purpose, and that purpose propels them forward. A man's mission in life is considerably greater than his personal goals. And men who lack direction frequently have fruitless lives. Consider the buddies you had in high school who lack desire, purpose, or goals. How do they feel right now? Do they lead the kind of life you would want to lead? Do they lead a life that women find appealing? An ambitious man attracts ladies by piquing their interest. And the reason is that a guy pushes himself to improve on yesterday's self because he has a purpose. 6. Generosity reveals the core of a man. How frequently do we hear that anger and violence are characteristics of men? How much pressure does our culture put on our boys? That anger is a show of strength and gentleness is a sign of weakness? Kindness is considered to be a masculine quality in males. It takes strength to be kind, and strength comes from having an outlook that puts others above yourself. Men who are aggressive towards others because they are perceived as weak and unable to handle their own difficulties. Women view abusive males as being weak and unsafe. Only other aggressive and mean guys are impressed by an aggressive and mean man. While women feel protected with a man who is powerful and compassionate. 7. Kindness. One characteristic of men that cuts far deeper than the others is generosity. And the reason I'm in so much is because it reveals your heart to a woman. A guy's generosity or stinginess towards others reveals a lot more about the type of provider he is. When a woman refers to a man as being generous towards others, it demonstrates that he is capable of not just providing for himself but also of reaching out and giving that provision to others. Therefore, be courteous and giving to the waitress when you're out on a date. your date will undoubtedly pay attention. Simply remember not to try to make a big deal out of it. If you draw attention to anything, like a large tip, it transforms it from a generous gesture into a selfish one. 8. Bravery. It shouldn't be shocking that men tend to be more courageous. Since ancient times, men have revered courage as their most defining quality, from warriors defending a woman's honor to soldiers battling the evils of the world. Men ought to have no fear, right? No. Additionally, every man who claims to be courageous is lying. Everybody is afraid. Fear is a normal emotion throughout life. However, courage is the ability to act against your fear and do what is good and necessary. Man with courage tackled his anxieties head on. They don't attempt to circumvent the fact that we are escaping a challenging circumstance. And that is incredibly alluring. 9. Supremacy. A strong man is adored by women. I want you to understand that a powerful man, not a man who dominates them, is what we need before moving on. One who takes charge is a dominant man. He has the authority to make decisions for his family and himself without consulting anybody else. And that happens every day. Decisiveness in everyday decisions like where to have dinner is a good place to start. Saying, "Honey, I want to take you out to so-and-so restaurant," a dominant male will. He does not inquire about her preference for a meal. He doesn't force her to make another choice that day. Instead, she is being taken out to dinner today by her dominant man. If you can establish yourself as a leader in your previous life, ladies will be drawn to that attitude. They'll view you as a strong, domineering man who has complete control over his destiny. Be a manly man, be alluring. Women find masculinity attractive. They are biologically predisposed to be drawn to a man's dominant characteristics. And a guy develops into a man with a clear purpose and palpable energy when he embraces his manhood. A man becomes unstoppable and incredibly alluring when he exhibits the manly energy, power, and mindset that never gives up. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to get far from regret.